So far we got one viewer. Let's get a couple more. We're going to be discussing the case of Janteyl Johnson. Janteyl Johnson has been missing from Newark, Delaware since February 3rd, 2010. She was 15 years old and she was pregnant. Janteyl was wearing her hair in braids at the time of her disappearance. She had a scar on her chin under her lip and scars on her legs. She needs eyeglasses or contact lenses, but wasn't wearing them. Her ears were pierced. Now, this has been a very peculiar case. Like I said, she went missing on February 3rd, 2010. Now, on this morning, as usual, her brother would take her to school and drop his mom off at work. And this particular day around, I'm going to say between 12 and 1, she told her mother that she wasn't feeling good and that she would go home and that she would call her later on. Well, later on she called. She didn't get any answer. So she figured she was asleep. So when her brother got home, she was nowhere there. She was gone. So after her brother, he left, he went and got the mom. They came home. Still no Janteyl. It was later on that night when she didn't come back that they were like, it's time for us to file a missing persons report. But the kind of report they filed, it was endangered, like runaway. So basically saying that, she might have ran, but she also could have been kidnapped. But her case wasn't taken seriously, so she was labeled as just a runaway. Now, she's been missing for almost 13 years now. Sorry for the setup. This is something new in China. But yes, she's been missing for 13 years. Her case has never got any exposure. I mean, I've seen YouTube videos and stuff like that on her disappearance, but I haven't really seen too much. And there hasn't really been any movement in the case in the last 13 years. But there was an update for her brother, and I did a live video on this too. I'll go to it. It says right here. It says, my younger sister has been missing for over 12 years, and we finally have a real lead that she was spotted in Texas trying to find a safe place away from danger. Please share and hope that this reaches the right people and she's taken care of. She's aged a bit from these photos, but still looks the same. It's believed that she's operating against her will. Please help me and my family raise awareness, even if she somehow traveled away from Texas by now. Thank you. Now, this is her actual brother. His name is Prentice. This is her brother. It's the same mother they have. I'm not sure about the same father, but I know they have the same mother. This is what he wrote on December 8th, 2022, which was approximately, 4 or 5 months ago? But Janteyl is just a long list of a black woman or Afro-American, what you call them, that their cases have never been put into the spotlight. I'm trying to change that. I am going to change that. I can't do it by myself, of course, but I figure, as long as I put these cases in the limelight and really bring out the cases that nobody talks about, then, people will get to know, a lot of these people. And I guarantee you, a lot of these cases that I'm going to profile within the next couple of months, or not months, I'm going to say next couple of days and weeks, there'll be plenty of people saying, "Oh, I don't know them, or I never heard of this case." Of course, you never heard of this case because a lot of these cases don't hit the media. A lot of these cases don't hit the media. I have a case that we're talking in the background. I'm not going to say anything about it yet, but we're going to do a live about that, and I'm going to be talking and giving detailed information, stuff that wasn't put out at the time. Like, honestly, I'm honestly telling y'all, a lot of these cases where these people went missing, these cases should have been solved. If they were investigated, then they would have solved these cases. A lot of these cases have been solvable. Like, I could have solved these cases, or some of the people I work with, they could solve these cases, you know? But I think that, you know, we owe it to these people to find them, you know? This is what we do. You know, if you're a missing person advocate, then you know about what it is to help look for people and to help find people. And sometimes we get attached to our work, you know? We get very attached to our work. We sometimes go harder on this type of work than our normal lives. Then we have to step back and, you know, step back into reality and then come back again. Like, there's some days I'm burnt out from this, I'm not going to lie to you. But then I recharge and I go again. Only because I feel as though I owe it to them, you know. So I've been doing this for 8 years. I started out on my other page, Unsolved. Anybody files Unsolved, that's my page too. My journey for that has been a long one. I started out missing black people because I wanted to detail a lot of Afro-American women, men and children that didn't get in the spotlight, like their cases didn't go in the spotlight. I had 2 brothers killed since I've started in Unsolved, which came after missing black people. So I've been continuing on my journey. This is my journey. This is kind of like my life now. So I chose to be an advocate. So this is what I'm gonna do. Like, I always wondered what my purpose was on earth to do, you know. Now I know it's an advocate, and it's helping people and helping families get closure. Even if it's not a good outcome, you know. Even if it may be a bad outcome. No matter what, you know, I'm going to help them or try to help them get the answers that they need for their family members. But again, this is Janteyl Johnson. She has been missing since February 3rd, 2010, from Newark, Delaware. She was 15 years old at the time she went missing. And she was also, I believe, 6 months pregnant. Now, here's a peculiar part of the story. Now, she has a baby father that they won't name, okay? Now, supposedly back then, her phone pinged at his mother's house. And why they won't say his name, I don't know. But I will tell you, Janteyl's 15. This guy had to be about, I say 25 or 26 years old. Why they never mentioned him, I don't know. But her case is another case, like I said, in a long list that didn't get any attention. So leave it to me or anybody else that does this type of work. We're going to bring all these cases to the forefront, you know. And I'm sorry, if the police have to be exposed, we'll expose them too, you know. Because a lot of times when police tell you they're out there looking for your loved one, they're not out there looking for them, okay? When a person goes missing, when a person like your loved one goes missing, do not wait for the police, okay? Do your own search parties, volunteers, families, you know, get the ball rolling. Because sometimes when you wait, you lose precious time. And I feel as though with this case and other cases where the family, you know, just relied on the police, well, you know, it kind of like hampered the case a little bit, you know, and it stagnates it. And then you're left with more questions than answers, you know? So that's just what I wanted to do briefly. My next setup on this will be a lot better. It's been a while since I've been live. I think I probably went live, like, 4 months ago? A lot of stuff has happened, you know, personal life, you know, things have changed. But I'm ready to get back on this and go extra hard and bring all these cases to the forefront. I think I have about 1,000 cases right now of people that went missing. And each day and week, I'm plucking about 30 or 40. But I promise you, each and every one of their stories will be told. Each and every one of their stories will be told. And yeah, that's Lisa Joe. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying, you know. Yeah, I feel that. And, you know, it's crazy because we had a case, right? Robin Best Bay. Robin went missing probably 3 years ago from Williamsburg, New Jersey. So we've been looking for Robin. We printed up flyers. Even a volunteer of mine, Melanie, she was passing them out, doing searches for her. So lo and behold, we just found out 6 months ago she was found, and nobody told us, which was crazy, I think. You know, some people say, no, they don't owe you an explanation. I mean, a simple, they were found would have did it, you know. We don't, you know, Lisa, you say we don't get paid. We don't get paid to do this, you know. We do this all volunteer work, you know, which is okay with me. I would never do this type of stuff, you know, just for money. It's like I said, it's about Janteyl, it's about Risha Lewis, it's about Sebastian McGinnis. He's another one. He's missing from I believe Newark or Dover, Delaware. Sebastian McGinnis. I'll be profiling his case tomorrow too. But a lot of these cases, and Sebastian's white, so I mean, even though my page says missing black people, I'll still put any race on here. You know, missing black people is just for the people that their cases don't go nowhere. You know, so I'd like to thank you guys again for, you know, tuning in. And this is Janteyl Johnson, missing from Newark, Delaware, since February 3rd, 2010. Now, again, the update on her brother said that she may be in Texas trying to get into one of the shelters, or she may have moved away from Texas. She still looks the same. She just aged a little bit. She still looks the same. If anybody has any information on the disappearance or know anything about Janteyl Johnson, please don't hesitate to reach out to the police or to me so we can pass this information on. So I want to tell you guys, thank you for listening to my live. The next one will be even better. But I thank you so much, so much for coming on here. And there will be a lot more cases. I'll be doing some more tomorrow. It'll be more detailed. For other cases, check out the page. Check out the page, Missing Black People, because I've done a lot of stuff. I really brought the page up, and I'll probably post a couple more new cases tonight. But right now, we're talking about Janteyl Johnson, missing from Newark, Delaware, since February 3rd, 2010. Oh, might I also add that I do have a video on Janteyl and 6 other women that went missing. It's on my YouTube channel. One of the women on there, I'm kind of crowded. I can't think right now. She was found last year. Her remains were found buried in somebody's backyard. But it's 5 other people on there with Janteyl missing. Nefertiti Trader, Risha Lewis, Carrie Sue Huey. She's been missing for like 25 years. Edna Keeley. Oh, Jennifer Leana. That's the one that, rest in peace, but she was found last year in, I believe that's Sussex County somewhere. I could be wrong, but she was found. But our video on Janteyl and Risha. Now, Risha Lewis is another case that I'm going to be discussing soon, too. Risha is the reason why missing black people even exists. Because I started that because of her. She's the reason why. And then everything else came. So, but like I said, it'll be more cases. I thank y'all for tuning in, and you guys have a good night. Thank you so much. This is Klein Williams, and I'm signing off. Hey, Madison. Thank you, too. All right, y'all.